Oh, hey, Scruffy. Got tired of waiting for me. Maybe. So I'm a little late. Actually, I'm still early technically, but I've been feeding Scruffy so early. Seems late now. So I'm actually, I think, still 15 minutes early compared to our normal time, but I'm probably like an hour late compared to yesterday. So I didn't see Scruffy at the door, so maybe he got sick of waiting for me. It's right around the corner. So I am getting the glove, and I actually brought my house phone, so if it rings, may have to answer it. So Scruffy might get a scare from the telephone ring if that happens. But Scruffy was slipping around the corner because you see him cough sometimes when he wakes up. It's not a good cough. It's, haven't seen him cough quite like that before. It's not encouraging. Scruffy seems okay. So, yeah, if Scruffy was a little more trusting, theoretically, might be able to get him to a vet, but yeah, I don't see how getting him to a vet's possible at this point. But I don't think Scruffy's particularly sick. Just an older cat. He's been feral the entire life. So anyway, yeah, let's start with the phone. So as I've talked in previous days, I've been trying to get my refrigerator fixed. So I called it's my credit card extended warranty. In theory, still covers my refrigerator. So they told me I can pick any company I want, get them to send them an estimate, and then wait for the approval. So last week, I called the GE official service repair people. They came out, gave me an estimate, and I submitted the claim for approval. So today I finally heard back from the credit card company, and they said we still require more paperwork. We require a diagnosis with the estimate of heart breakdown and labor. So there was no diagnosis that was included with the estimate. So basically, I had to call back GE to try to get them to get me a diagnosis. And so I called GE first, trying to do it through proper channels, figuring that would cause the least amount of problems. But yeah, that was completely useless. So I ended up on hold for a really long time, got transferred once, and waited on hold even longer. Finally get a representative, and basically they told me they can't really help me. What? um, they said they can't even easily get a hold of the particular service technician who came. And I said, well, I actually have his phone number. And so they said, okay, why don't you call him directly and get him to write up the diagnosis. And so, yeah, it's like, well, that's what I get for going through proper channels, huh? So I called the service guy, and he was surprised by the notion that he'd have to write a diagnosis. And he said, in order to do that, I guess I didn't fully understand the situation, but I think he said to properly get the diagnosis from like official looking sources, I have to file a new service request. So he said, okay, go online, set up a new appointment for a service technician to come out again, and then call him back with the confirmation number, and he'll intercept it, and he'll hopefully write up the thing. So I did that. So I have, in theory, an appointment for next week. Called him back, gave him the confirmation number, and I was hoping to hear back from him, and I have not heard back from him, although I had other things I had to do this afternoon, so I was not around the rest of the afternoon, so he may have called, although I didn't see any call ID left, and I didn't have any message left on the phone, so that's why I have the phone next to me, so if he calls, I want to be able to talk to him. Because last time he tried calling, he called while I was feeding Scruffy. So, and I didn't hear the phone. So, what a pain. So I think that's the gimmick, huh? So that's how the credit cards get out of honoring the warranties. They make you jump through so much red tape that you can't actually comply with the requirements. Because yeah, the service people were like, "What? What do you mean diagnosis? Why do we have to?" I mean, so anyway, I'm a little stressed out because yeah, I kind of want this taken care of, and I feel like yeah, both companies are gonna give me a lot of pain about this. So I think credit card company is not going to be happy till I get them that, and then they're going to complain about something else, I'm sure. And then meanwhile, the repair company is going to basically complain about not being able to write a diagnosis. So that was the first major thing. Scruffy's really quiet. So the next major thing was so I've been talking about I gotta go to my cousin's wedding in a few days, and I was unable to borrow my neighbor's emergency cell phone in case my car breaks down or I have some sort of problem on the road. It's a pretty long trip, pretty long drive. I haven't driven that far in quite a long time, and my car is really old. I think it's in good condition, but yeah, it's really old. So anyway, Mint Mobile has a 7-day free trial SIM card kit, and they sell them at Target for $2. And so I decided, okay, I'm gonna try that. So if I get an emergency, I'm gonna put in the SIM chip and pray that I can get service in the middle of nowhere, wherever I am. and I can make an emergency call to AAA or some tow truck company or something. So that reminds me, make sure my AAA membership's still valid. So I haven't used it. Probably stupid for paying for it, but since I have an old car, a small price to pay. Save a bunch of money on the fact that I have an old car. Ready for food? I think Scruffy's ready for food. Okay, let's get your food. No meows. I think that cough got to him. I think I heard a chirping purr there. Okay. So let's see, I didn't see Scruffy this morning. And then let's see, I brought up the water a little late this afternoon because I was busy on the phone trying to reach the refrigerator repair company. So when I finally brought up the water, I didn't see Scruffy. Once again, I looked around, didn't see him, so I figured he was hiding. So I didn't spend that long out here again. I figured he was hiding and he wouldn't come until I went back in. So went back in, closed the screen door. I think I said hello, Scruffy, before I closed the sliding door, just to let him know that it was me. And then as I was closing, I think the glass door, then he started walking up to the water. I think a fly just flew in my mouth. So anyway, I decided, I was gonna go buy that emergency or that trial SIM card kit, so I'd have at least a plan to get me out of trouble if I get into trouble on the trip. Not sure if it's gonna work, but better than nothing. Well, I don't know, it might be as bad as nothing, but hopefully I won't have any problems, and hopefully if I do have problems, the thing will work. So Murphy's Law. So if I have a problem, the worst of all things will probably happen. So anyway, I wanted to get that done because I've had problems buying these things from Target in the past. So they think they have them in stock and then they don't have them in stock. I think on my last trip I actually had this problem. I was trying to get a SIM card for some reason, I think, and they didn't have any in stock. I forgot what I was doing, but I remember, I was going all over town trying to find something. I think it was a SIM card. And I went to a couple different Targets and had trouble. They kept not having the right thing, or they didn't have it in stock or something. So anyway, I wanted to do it today while I still have some time to have try to do a backup plan if it doesn't work. So I ordered a bunch of groceries that I needed on top of that. So I wanted to get more canned kidney beans and canned black beans, creamy mushroom soup. I think last time I was there, they didn't have any, or they ran out of fluoride rinse. They had one bottle, but I wanted to get several. And then, they still don't have any sriracha sauce. And I think that's all I got. Yeah, I didn't go crazy because I decided I was going to bike to pick up my groceries. So I have a backpack with size limit, and there's also, I guess, a weight limit in theory. So I kind of ordered close to my max. I wasn't exactly sure what my max was, but after I went there and got my groceries, it was really heavy. I was kind of struggling to get back. So today I had to go for my first bike ride in a while. That was in the middle of the day. The weather wasn't too bad. It was supposed to be hotter, but it actually didn't get as hot as they predicted. They're still predicting the next 3 days are gonna, 3 or 4 days are gonna ramp up in heat, but today was actually pretty nice. So I did wear some sunscreen, but all in all, the weather wasn't bad, so it wasn't too bad being out there. But since I was going for a bike ride in the middle of the day, I felt like, well, if I've already got the bike out, maybe I should do my normal bike route or my normal exercise thing after I do my groceries. So unfortunately, Target is the complete opposite direction of my park route. Sometimes I do it all together in a big giant loop. It's slightly faster if I don't have to come back all the way home, because coming home is completely out of the way. But because my groceries were so heavy today, I needed to come home because it was too heavy. And I couldn't fit my I knew I wouldn't be able to fit my thermos. So I left my thermos at home, got the groceries, came back, put my thermos in, and then took off again. So I just came from the park, so that's why I'm late feeding Scruffy. So I saw a flock of turkeys, 9 of them. And I decided I was going to do the tough exposed mountainside climb again. I was actually thinking I was going to go for an interval run today, but since I was on the bike needing to get my target run out of the way, I guess today's a bicycle day. But climbing that hill is sort of like doing an interval run because I'm gasping the whole way. So today, I think, I did better than the last 2 times. Last time was challenging. The time before was a little bit easier, but still challenging. Today was still challenging, but I think it was easier than both those times. So I'm getting a little stronger. So today I noticed my legs were becoming some of the bottleneck or burden instead of my chest exploding. So the last couple times it was more me gasping for air and heart rate and just trying to make it up. But, I barely noticed the legs because everything else was struggling more. Today it was kind of a blend. It was both gasping for air and my legs, or my bottlenecks. But yeah, the gasping wasn't as bad, so I've improved. If I had not done that extra trip to Target today, I may have actually would have done an extended route up another steep climb. But because I did the grocery run, figured probably shouldn't push it. Because the Target run added another half hour to my trip. Yeah, Scruffy's not thirsty. I'm gonna clean the bowl. I'm gonna move the balls right now. See if he comes back. There's a little bit of pate smear. I don't know, maybe Scruffy caught something earlier today. I think he just woke up. So maybe I wasn't here, so I went back to sleep. So I still need to get some time and put that automated cat feeder together. Figure out how it works. And yeah, still got a big checklist of things I got to do before my trip. To make sure to probably got to check the tire air pressure. Probably check some of the coolant and other liquid levels in the car. Make sure the battery's charged. And then yeah, I'm gonna pack a few things for the long drive. It's gonna be boring. I printed out maps last night. Okay, folks, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.